Manfred, a Dramatic Poem by Lord Byron. Act 1, Scene 1. Manfred alone. Scene, a Gothic gallery. Time, midnight. Manfred. The lamp must be replenished, but even then it will not burn so long as I must watch. My slumbers, if I slumber, are not sleep, but a continuance of enduring thought, which then I can resist not. In my heart there is a vigil, and these eyes but close to look within, and yet I live and bear the aspect and the form of breathing men. But grief should be the instructor of the wise. Sorrow is knowledge. They who know the most must mourn the deepest ore of the fatal truth. The tree of knowledge is not that of life. Philosophy and science and the springs of wonder and the wisdom of the world I have essayed, and in my time there is a power to make these subjects to itself, but they avail me not. I have done men good, and I have met with good even among men, but this availed not. I have had my foes, and none have baffled, many fallen before me, but this availed not. Good or evil, life, powers, passion, all I see in other beings have been to me as rain unto the sands. Since that all nameless hour I have no dread, and feel the curse to have no natural fear, nor fluttering throb that beats with hopes or wishes, or a lurking love of something on the earth. Now to my task. Mysterious agency, ye spirits of the unbounded universe, whom I have sought in darkness and in light, ye who do compass earth about, and dwell in subtler essence, ye to whom the tops of mountains inaccessible are haunts, and earth's and ocean's caves familiar things. I call upon ye by the written charm, which gives me power upon you. Rise, appear. They come not yet. Now by the voice of him who is the first among you, by the sign which makes you tremble, by the claims of him who is undying. Rise, appear, appear. If it be so, spirits of earth and air, ye shall not thus elude me by a power deeper than all yet urged, a tyrant spell which had its birthplace in a star condemned, the burning wreck of a demolished world, a wandering hell in the eternal space, by the strong curse which is upon my soul, the thought which is within me and around me. I do compel ye to my will. Appear. A star is seen at the darker end of the gallery. It is stationary, and a voice is heard singing. First Spirit. Mortal, to thy bidding bowed from my mansion in the cloud, which the breath of twilight builds, and the summer sunset gilds with the azure vermilion, which is mixed for my pavilion, though thy quest may be forbidden. On a starbeam I have ridden, to thine adjuration bowed. Mortal, be thy wish avowed. Voice of the Second Spirit. Mont Blanc is the monarch of mountains. They crowned him long ago, on a throne of rocks, in a robe of clouds, with a diadem of snow. Around his waist are forests, braced, the avalanche in his hand. But ere it fall, that thundering ball must pause for my command. The glacier's cold and restless mass moves onward day by day, but I am he who bids it pass, or with its ice delay. I am the spirit of the place, could make the mountain bow and quiver to his caverned base. And what with me wouldst thou? Voice of the Third Spirit. In the blue depth of the waters, where the waves had no strife, where the wind is a stranger and the sea snake hath life, where the mermaid is decking her green hair with shells like the storm of the surface, came the sound of thy spells, where in my calm hall of coral the deep echo rolled. To the spirit of ocean thy wishes unfold. Fourth Spirit. Where the slumbering earthquake lies pillowed on fire, and the lakes of bitumen rise boilingly higher, where the roots of the Andes strike deep in the earth, as their summits to heaven shoot soaringly forth. I have quitted my birthplace, thy bidding to bide. Thy spell hath subdued me, thy will be my guide. Fifth Spirit. I am the rider of the wind, the stirrer of the storm. The hurricane I left behind is yet with lightning warm. To speed to thee o'er shore and sea, I slipped upon the blast. The fleet I met sailed well, and yet 'twill sink ere night be past. Sixth Spirit. My dwelling is the shadow of the night. Why doth thy magic torture me with light? Seventh Spirit. The star which rules thy destiny was ruled, ere earth began, by me. It was a world as fresh and fair as e'er revolved round sun and air. Its course was free and regular. Space bosomed not a lovelier star. The hour arrived, and it became a wandering mass of shapeless flame, a pathless comet and a curse, the menace of the universe, still rolling on with innate force, without a sphere, without a course, a bright deformity on high, the monster of the upper sky. And thou, beneath its influence born, thou worm, whom I obey and scorn, forced by a power which is not thine, and lent thee but to make thee mine, for this brief moment to descend, where these weak spirits round thee bend, and parley with a thing like thee. What wouldst thou, child of clay, with me? The Seven Spirits. Earth, ocean, air, night, mountains, wind, thy star, are at thy beck and bidding, child of clay. Before thee at thy quest their spirits are. What wouldst thou with us, son of mortals, say? Manfred. Forgetfulness,